Storm Team 2 meteorologist Cameron Saliga with the Miami Valley's certified most accurate forecast.
Outside, the clouds have taken over here going into the evening hours. We had clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, and then as we got to about 4 or 5 p.m., that's when those clouds started to push in, and now area-wide we are seeing cloud cover. Outside on the Dunkin' Oil Company camera, that is much of the same. Lots of cloud cover out there. You can barely see the sun still going down in the distance, but for the most part, lots of cloud cover here in the Miami Valley. We'll see that sunshine going into your Tuesday, and warmer temperatures are just on the horizon. Temperatures today, though, only 21 degrees. That is half of what we're used to this time of year. 42 degrees, the normal high. 2 below zero. That's not quite the low record, but definitely a very cold one in mid-December. Temperatures tomorrow, more like what we're used to this time of year. Still about 10 degrees below normal, but we'll be up to about 34, 35, 36 degrees, even 37. You get further south, Xenia, Wilmington, and Oxford. Some blue off to the west, but we're not seeing any snow there in the parts of Indy at the moment. Zooming out, high pressure dominates right now, but up north, we do have a system into the northern Midwest that has some cloud cover making its way into the Miami Valley. Not going to produce any rain or snow, but we will have those clouds early on into the nighttime till about midnight, then we start to see the clearing of the skies. Temperatures right now right around 20 degrees for most of us. 23 is the warmest in Fairborn, 18 the coldest in Wilmington, up north 19 in Wapakoneta, 20 in Minster. But those wind chills a lot colder. 5 degrees in Springfield, 4 degrees in Wilmington. We'll take them though over the below zero wind chills where we got to about 10 to 15 below zero in the overnight hours last night and the night before. Future track going through the night. You can see the clouds will continue until about midnight. Then we clear the skies on out. We'll have mostly clear skies going into the morning hours. We'll see a few passing clouds during the daytime. Then as we get into the afternoon, some clouds start to surge on in here. And by the mid-afternoon, we'll see more partly cloudy and mostly cloudy skies. Overnight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies as well. Getting into your Wednesday in the morning hours, could see a light isolated shower. Not going to do much in terms of dropping much accumulation. Just going to see a very light shower at best. Wind chill over the next several days, they will be improving. We were in the negatives yesterday, the single digits during the daytime today, and we'll get up to 13 going into the middle of the nighttime. By the afternoon tomorrow, though, we'll see those wind chills up to about 34 degrees. And down south, that's where the warmth will be located. 50s in the parts of Nashville. That will surge in going into your Thursday. 15 degrees tonight, mostly clear. It will be another cold night. Southwest winds at 4 to 8 miles per hour. We'll see 34 tomorrow, mostly sunny and much warmer. As we go through the next 7 days, temperature is up to 52 going into Thursday. Haven't seen that in quite a while. We'll have windy conditions with gusts up to about 45 miles per hour going through the daytime. We'll have those chances of rain mainly coming in the afternoon. So if you have that day off, a great time to get out in the morning hours, but that rain starts to move in going into the afternoon. We'll see another chance of rain when we get up to 51 on Saturday going into the nighttime, then returning back to normal on Sunday, Monday.